Hi, I'm Mary Angela. This is my Mystic Insights, and I support empaths and healers and light workers to navigate the path ahead for this month of November. In numerology, it's a number 6 month, and it's helping us to come back to feeling like we are part of a family, we belong, where we have a sense of community and love and nurturing, and what home feels like for you. This sense of belonging is a bit of a theme for this month. And we've had this transit of Mercury being retrograde for a few weeks now, and it's been highlighting our emotions and helping deepen our intuition and receiving guidance, because we have one foot in the physical world and one foot in the spirit world. And because of that, we're able to bridge those two and use our gifts to bring them out and express them in a greater way. And so for November, we're having more of that come through. What are our gifts? What's in the way? How are we holding ourselves back? And Mercury goes forward on the 3rd. And so that means that we'll start to have a better understanding of all the intuition that's come through within us and how to actually bring that out. What is our new pathway? What is the new way, the new guidance that's come in, some new inspiration about moving through into another part of our learning or our experience, our gifts. We have this full moon in Taurus on the 1st. So right now, right at the beginning of November, the veil is really thin. We'll be more able to access our spirit guides, ancestors. So we'll be receiving a lot of channeling right in the beginning of that first week in November. So really pay attention to your dreams, journal. Meditation will bring in a lot more insights. I know I get a lot of insights in the bath. Because I am water sign, I love being in water, and so that helps to bring through the guidance. So take that time to really reflect on those ancestors, family members that have passed, that perhaps want to communicate with you, because that will, even though the veil is thin at the beginning, you will continue to receive information throughout this month. So even if you have a question, just putting it out there to them so they can provide that through your dreams or through nature or having conversations with people, that the insights will come through, which is really exciting, because we're all about developing more of our intuitive gifts, our 4 clairs of seeing, feeling, hearing and knowing. And if you'd love to develop more of that with me, please reach out. On the 14th of this month, we have Mars going forward as well. So we've had this pressure cooker situation. Mars has been retrograde since September. So it's been these opposing forces. We may have felt conflict or restrictions around us, perhaps in relationships. And because of that, we're trying to break free. We're trying to break out of the shackles of our patterns of being restricted or controlled by others. And many people have told me about their volatile experiences around that. And so we're learning to break free, especially as sensitives, where our boundaries may be a bit loose or thin. This has been an opportunity to get better with our clarity and on our expression, and not to blame, but just stick to the facts so that we're able to find that way with that communication. And Mercury has been supporting us with that. Just keep being assertive, being kind to ourselves of what our needs are, so that we're no longer restricted, because it's not just from this lifetime. This is past life restrictions. And I feel this is also about our intuitive development. Some of these opposing forces have been about breaking free from past life expression of our gifts and how it hasn't been safe. And this is that time for us to step up in a greater way, because we are so needed right now. So many more clients are waking up and wanting to come and discern, why these things happening to them, what's happening to their dreams, why they're perceiving things that weren't available to them before. So there's this massive awakening happening for everyone. And this is also for those who have been working on their gifts, that they will be much more upgraded at this time. And so for the next second half of November, we have a new moon in Scorpio as well. And this is all about letting go, transforming the fears, transforming the doubts, about really waking up to our full expression of what we are here to do and not be held back from, just being hidden because we are sensitive and we don't want to be part of the mainstream. We have our unique way of experiencing the world. I totally understand that. That's been my experience of not feeling quite that I belong. And so because of that, I've found my own unique stream or my own unique flow. And that's why I support my clients to do, is find their way so that they perhaps don't fit into a box or a system, but they're breaking out of that. And so this month I feel is all about that breakthrough, having the guidance that's coming in, but breaking out of it so that we are able to fully express our gifts and live our life of full potential, creating greater change in the world. And because of that, then I'm supporting my clients to be rewarded for that, richly rewarded, and have a sustainable income, especially as healers, that we are here to make a difference and support others, but also sustain ourselves. The last part of November, because there's 3 major transits this month, is the lunar eclipse. So it's partial lunar eclipse on the 30th, and it's in Gemini. So that's the air sign. It's all about our thinking, clearing out the outdated way of thinking, the limiting thoughts. So there's a lot happening this month about the way we're communicating, receiving guidance to help us step more into our courage, our fearlessness, and our strengths, so that we're no longer bound by those rigid thinking, perhaps implanted from past lives, but also from our upbringing, where we have just decided this is what's happening. So from my experience, if we are gifted these opportunities, these insights, it's really important to take action on that, because if we don't take action, it will be forced upon us. Things just naturally help to nudge us in the right direction, and often it can be at times that it hasn't been fully for our choice. So I think for this month, really getting clear on that guidance, fine-tuning what it is that you're meant to be doing now, making that adjustment, just getting into a little bit more detail about how your life is slightly changing, whether it's through your work or home or relationships, so that you can start to follow through with that. Otherwise, it just happens anyway. So if we're doing it through choice, we are more supported in that process. So that Gemini partial lunar eclipse will be helping us see the reality of things, getting greater insights in the way we perhaps communicate with others what our needs are and what we want to do. So it's a big month. The last part that came through was I asked, what crystals needed for this month to support us, and it's jade. It's beautiful jade stone there. It's a New Zealand jade, beautiful stone of cleansing, luck, opportunities, and this jade stone also represents clearing the lymphatic system, the kidneys, the bladder, the cleanse, and because here in Australia we're in spring, so it's still that cleanse that we're doing from winter, supporting the liver, supporting the gallbladder, so that we're not irritated and angry and lashing out at others, but we're moving that through our body. So doing a detox, a liver detox or lymphatic detox, is a great time now, especially in November, to let go of everything that doesn't support us anymore, that resentment that we've been carrying through. And that beautiful stone jade is also about compassion for yourself, forgiving yourself for the things that perhaps you haven't done, that you wished you'd done, that you'd said things differently, and because of that there's some inner resentment that you're carrying. And so this is really important for this month to, really placing your hand on the heart and coming back to your self-care, taking time in nature, baths, massage, nourishing foods, with this idea of really grounding all the energies down that we're here to bring, because we are so sensitive. We bring all these energetic frequencies in that are meant to manifest into this reality, but we have to embody that first. We have to do all those practices, dancing, walking, singing, being in the garden all helps to ground all that energy in. So it's a big transition month and lots of intuition coming through to help us guide us to the next step. And I am encouraging you to take that next step from your free will, from your choice, so that you are supported in that. If this has resonated with you, if you are finding you need some support for this month, I'd love you to reach out, and I'm happy to support you. Big love.